Steven, you seriously didn't empty the dishwasher? You were home all day.
We have 2 dishwashers?
We don't have to. Seriously? That's all I am to you?
No, of course not. Stop. You do the laundry too.
A little over a year ago, my boyfriend and I broke up, and we were together for 5 years. He's now in a totally new relationship a year later. Meanwhile, I can't fathom being in another relationship. I still cry about the one I'm healing from. So the emotional side of my brain is like, buddy, how could you move on so fast? Did I mean nothing to you? What does she have that I didn't? Why are you posting on Instagram when you never used to post on Instagram? Then the freaking logical side of my brain swoops on in, slaps me in the face, and is like, you broke up with him.
My girl is making an OnlyFans. Am I wrong for wanting to break up with her? Don't trip.
We got you. If you really like the person, what does it matter? I get it if maybe you guys are dating and they might be doing scenes with other people on there.
Yeah,
but if they're just posting themselves and doing whatever, as long as she's still like loyal to you, faithful to you, and still a great person, that's the only thing you don't like. I really don't see the issue.
I think I saw something. She was like, I'll delete my OnlyFans if you pay me however much I'm making a month. And he was like, I can't do that because she was making bank.
Wait, I said that to someone.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, wait, did
maybe
you?
it was you.
Hold on.
No, I didn't say it publicly. But if it's someone I'm really, really dating and like when I get married one day, obviously I'm not.
Yeah.
But casually dating right now, why would I give up my main source of income to
Sure.
take care of myself for a guy that
Hasn't proved it yet.
Okay, the one thing I don't like about a lot of people in this generation is stop trying to change people. Like, you see this girl, she does OF. If you don't like that, keep it pushing. You see what I'm saying? Now, the one thing I've noticed about a lot of women in this generation is they don't understand the way men view things and the way we view things. So men and women's loyalty is set up completely different. And the way men view us is they want us to be loyal at all times to them. We are sacred in their eyes. We are their shiny new toy, their prized possession. Are you following? Now, this next part is going to trigger a lot of women, but you have to think about this. When you show off your privates to everybody and, you showing your starburst to the whole world and you have a man, you were sacred to him. That's purity. That's something you guys have together that nobody else knows what you guys do behind closed doors, things like that. Now everybody knows what your body looks like. Now everybody knows things you like. Now, you can call that insecure all you want, but again, if they're raised in a traditional household like I wasn't raised the way a lot of OF women are to think like this or to do things like this. So if you get offended at my opinion, I wasn't raised to do stuff like this for money, especially money. Nah, I'm good. So the one thing that really irks me a lot is the fact that she said loyal. Please look up the definition of loyal, because the last time I checked, loyal is a rider. Loyal is I have your back regardless of what we go through. It's not, hey, you know what? I'm going to get validation from other men, knowing they're going to be watching me flick my bean and doing all the things I should be doing with you. And you know what? Better yet, let me do all this stuff online so all the guys know my fantasy and things that get me off. How the is that loyal, bro? Like, what? And the one thing that shocks me is the fact that you'd want to do OF as you're in a relationship. And just because your homegirl's man is cool with that, you expect your man to be cool with that. Like, not every man's the same. And me personally, I truly do not believe that any man who wholeheartedly loves you, like with his full soul, is going to allow you doing that. There is no freaking way, man. There is no way. Especially men who love and protect you. There is no
Welcome to the third part of the series Girls Who Can't Face Rejection and How Men Need to Stop Simping. You will have just seen the clips shared at the beginning of this video. In the first one, the dude just showed his girl what he thinks about her when she tried to emotionally manipulate him. She opened up the dishwasher and looked at the dude to ask why he didn't wash those and threw an emotional twist to it, asking him if this was all she was to him, and the guy, who was probably cooking something in the kitchen by the looks of it, hugs her and tells her that she's much more than that and that she also does the laundry for him. Any other dude would have simped and said sorry, giving into her emotional response, but not this champ. He totally showed her what he thought about her. Then we have a girl who's asking for attention through her social media following, narrating the story of her breakup with an ex-boyfriend who apparently moved on faster than her while she kept on crying for months. She keeps on telling the world how it's unfair, and it's not until the end of the video she shares that she was the one who actually broke up with him. What this woman needs to understand that if a relationship with a guy doesn't work the way she wants it to and consequently end up breaking up with her, then obviously the guy is going to find someone who works for him. For her to complain to the world why he's moved on is just her realizing that she's a loser who wasn't able to move on even after she was the one who first broke up with him. If you are uncomfortable with your girl making an account on OnlyFans, you are not in the wrong at all. This guy shares a message where someone says his girlfriend is making an OnlyFans account. Should he break up with her? The thing is, this is the reality, no matter what feminists might say about this. No guy wants her girlfriend on OnlyFans. It shouldn't even be a question. And guys, I guess this is the main reason why guys have altogether stopped approaching women. Modern women clearly have no respect for men anymore. And I think the majority of guys have decided not to talk to these women because they have realized this. Men have made the decision to just refrain from any actions that enable women to treat them disrespectfully and to belittle them. Men have noticed that women's treatment of men has worsened over time. They have made the decision to put their name, integrity, and respect before the disdain and denigration that women have shown them. Seriously. I'd be much better off avoiding women myself because, I promise, I've heard tales of girls harassing women who then call the cops on them. Obviously, there was nothing wrong with the men, they just weren't as attractive or perhaps didn't make millions of dollars. So why then would I or anyone else subject themselves to anything like this? It is not logical. Additionally, I believe that a significant portion of women are simply no longer worth contacting. I believe women desire men's validation in public so they may flaunt it in their circles, embarrass the man, and feel validated, something they might lack in every aspect of their real life. Can one even approach modern women? Not under these circumstances. Men simply have had it with women's constant whining and unreasonable expectations. Women don't desire unattractive men. Anyone who drives a Honda or Toyota instead of the latest Tesla is not who they are looking for. They won't settle for a man who makes less than a certain amount of money. They keep cheating on men despite having everything they want. And they certainly don't want to approach guys because, guess what, they can't seem to hold a basic conversation with strangers. I mean, that's what women say about men who approach them, right? So, when the situation is flipped, it's the same with them. Men are now beginning to wake up and realize everything. They have no time to waste caring about women who are pointless to interact with. Women don't seem to be aware of how unfair the game is for men, in general. Today, approaching women nearly always results in humiliation, being called a weirdo, or just being ignored and socially shunned. Why? Because most males are perceived by women as predators or desperate men. They will be fine if they already know a guy and want him to contact them, but that is another matter. But it is simply not worthwhile for a male to approach an unidentified woman. There are too many risks. Social embarrassment, total ignorance, and a generalized dread of rejection are just some of the reasons why men choose to avoid approaching women. If a man approached a lady respectfully to start a conversation, she would likely embarrass him more often than not. In a video I saw, a man makes an absolute mess of himself by trying to talk to a woman without being rude or odd. The woman fabricated the claim that the contact was unusual and posted it to social media for laughs, attention, and perhaps a shot at becoming viral. I found myself thinking why in the world I would want to approach a woman today as I saw this happen. All in all, women just can't stand being rejected and will do everything in their power to try and humiliate guys for fun. If there ever was a question about why men don't approach women, it can be answered by looking at the behavior of women with men. Thanks for watching Manfulness. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.